All right, so I'll tell you specifically, I asked for this image because when I saw it for the first time, it was sort of a light bulb moment, because what you're looking at on the screen is a beautiful woman, and you see her picture taken just her bare face. And that could be any of us, bare face, what we see in the mirror when we look at ourselves every day. The image that you see on the right is her picture taken with a UV light. That's what that is. Now, what you notice when you look at her face with the UV light, you see the dark spots that really aren't visible so much when you're looking at her bare face. You see, frankly, patchy areas, a little bit of mottled area. And what that reflects for you under UV light, what you see is how sun damage can appear. That's what that image is. And I thought, that's powerful to know, because protecting our skin from the sun is one of the most important things that we can do to make sure that our skin looks its best. So I wanted to start there because many of you ask me all the time, Leah, what do you do for your skin? What products do you use? And I use a variety of things, but you almost always hear me say that TATCHA is part of my personal ritual. And I know it's part of many of yours too. Over 4,000 orders for our Today's Special Value have been placed. And what I love that we've done for the very first time is include SPF as part of a TATCHA ritual that we are bringing to you as a Today's Special Value. So let me start here, because many of you know and love this product. This is TATCHA's Rice Polish. It is a gentle daily exfoliator. You simply add water, and what it does is create this wonderful, soft, gentle cream that helps to smooth and soften your skin, slough away those dull layers. And so we have the Rice Polish. The only choice you're going to make is which of the Rice Polish formulas will be best for your skin, and we'll help you decide. Then you're also going to get the Ageless Enriching Renewal Cream. This is part of my everyday ritual, and it is truly the most luxurious face cream that TATCHA offers. It's $198 on its own. If you want moisture and hydration for your skin to really improve it, this is your cream. Now, the eye area, if you pay attention to what's important for your skin, you know it has special needs. This is also an award winner, and this is the best from TATCHA. This is their Ageless Eye Cream. You're getting that as well. And then I want you to take a look here, because this we've never done in a Today's Special Value. This is a jumbo size of their Silken SPF 35. This is UVA, UVB sun protection. So you're getting everything that you need to cleanse and moisturize and address the eye area. And then you're also getting your SPF protection. Everything I just mentioned would be $481.84 if you bought it separately. Jumbo size of the SPF. You're getting the Rice Polish, the Ageless Renewal Face Cream, the Ageless Eye Cream. This cream on its own is $198. For $50 less than what you'd spend just for your face cream, you get it all. It's about a 90-day supply. So a 691-518, that'll be the item number that you refer to. We do have auto delivery. I always recommend with a Today's Special Value, opt for the auto delivery. Even if you decide later that it's not for you, you can always cancel. What you can't do is do it in reverse and say, oh my gosh, I love the way my skin looks. I love that I'm protecting my skin. Can I continue to get that ritual with all of those great products for $149.98? That price will be gone. So if you'd like the auto delivery, a 691-518, that's the item number you refer to. Let me bring in Jennifer Hurd. Jennifer is our brand expert with TATCHA. She's here in the studio. It's so good to see you. All right, so I would love for you to, because I just explained the fact that not only do we have the TATCHA ritual with some of the best-selling, most performing products, but now we're including the jumbo Silken SPF, which we're going to talk about. But there is a decision to be made. So can we start with the Rice Polish?
Let's do that. So the first choice here you have is the classic. It's the white jar. This is for about 95% of you. Normal to combination skin, you want to go here. The next one we offer is in the purple jar. This is the gentle. This is for you if you have a little bit of a drier skin type. Then we're going to jump down here. This is the deep. This is for you if you have pore concerns, oil controlling property needs. This is going to be for you. Then if you have ultra delicate or reactive angry skin, you want to go with the indigo. There's some really beautiful benefits in here for you.
And I'll just mention, that is the most limited. There are only 1,900 in the indigo left for the day. Okay.
So here's another look. You see the classes. This is what we had for the longest time, the only one we offered, and then we came out with some of the other variations. And again, please don't stress about the choice. You really can't go wrong, and they're all very forgiving.
All right, so can we start with the rice polish? Because that really is
do it.
how the ritual starts.
Yes, so this polish, the reason we call it a polish is because exfoliation traditionally has had, you know, nut husks and harsh scrubbers that is causing micro tears, and that's really why you're only allowed to do it once a week. This you can use twice a day, every single day, and it really does the work. So it comes out in a powder form, really fine, and you only need about half of this amount. I'm just showing for demo purposes. Do you see how it's finely milled?
Look at how fine that is.
Yeah, but it's water activated. So the minute I add this water in, you can see the texture transforms, and now you have your beautiful exfoliating foam. Do you see how all the powder granules are completely gone?
Nothing gritty.
Nothing gritty, nothing, you know, you don't feel any of it. So if you do, add a little bit more water. But after one single use, you're getting improvement in skin texture, skin smoothness, appearance of pores, skin radiance, everything that you need in an exfoliator, except you're not causing micro tears on the skin because you're using enzymes to get to work, and you can feel the smoothness immediately. It's so great.
I'll tell you, and you know what the opposite of that looks like. When your skin is dull, when your skin looks and feels congested. And so to have this powder that then becomes this creamy, just soft kind of experience for your skin, and then leaves your skin looking brighter and softer and smoother. So that we can do every day.
Every day, twice a day.
And we're just choosing your rice polish formula based on what your skin's needs are.
Correct, yes.
Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do.
So the second thing we're going to follow it up with in this ritual is going to be the Ageless Cream. Now, Leah, I know you love this, and I'm so glad you just love it so much and rave about it, because that's how I feel.
Do you?
And I've used, I'm sure you have too, used a ton of moisturizers, a ton. And I am now 39, but I got hooked on this moisturizer when I was in my late 20s. I truly didn't think I needed it. I said, anti-aging, I don't know. I fell in love with the texture and what it did for my skin. It doesn't matter how great your skin is, how bad your skin is. Your skin will absolutely love it. There's yomogi extracts, peony extracts, Japanese honeysuckle, superfoods concentrated and infused into that formulation. And really, I can talk to you about what's in here, but when you apply it for yourself, you will see how great it is. Like, just fluffy texture.
I wouldn't go a day without it.
It's so good.
And it, you know, and by the way, on its own, this is $198. Worth every penny.
Yes.
Our entire today's special value is $50 less than what you'd spend just for the Ageless face cream on its own. So it a little bit goes a long way.
A little goes a long way. Anything with TATCHA, you only need a pea-sized amount. And here's the thing. We have not seen this since December, since the holidays, and we intentionally kind of keep it special. We put it in our TSVs. We make really intentional moments throughout the year because it is so special. It really is. And I have not looked back since I've used this, because I actually was introduced to it when I was filming something here on QVC, applying this, and I thought to myself, well, that's not really my moisturizer choice. I don't think my skin would need it. I'll wipe it off when I go home. So Leah, by the time, I live about 10 minutes from here, and by the time, from the time that I applied it to the time I got home and in front of a mirror, maybe 30 minutes had elapsed, I saw such a difference in my skin.
Yeah.
I said the only thing that was different was the moisturizer.
And do we have before and afters that we're able to show?
Yeah, we have of the full ritual.
Okay, but this is
so
again
good.
and what I love is the ritual is not anything complicated.
Yes.
So you saw Jennifer start with the rice polish, but look at her skin when you see and here's
love it. Do you see?
There's the difference. That's I mean it looks smoother. Softer, more radiant, hydrated. You know, if you give your skin moisture, everything looks fuller and plumper.
Yes.
And that's the beauty. Yeah.
Like her eyes are so much better. Her overall skin was radiant just around her marionette lines. Take a look at this model's forehead.
Wow.
And this is after, I believe it's after a week.
Okay.
And so look at and this is a hard area to treat, I think, because you know, it just kind of gets forgotten about, you
Yeah.
know, and you don't know if it's doing anything, the under
And we
eyes,
do
it's
the
eye
little
cream.
slider there, so you can, I mean, it's as if we're sliding and erasing at the same time. I mean, but we show you these images so that you understand, because I say this all the time, like, I'm not trying to have skin that looks 30 years younger than it is. I want my skin to look like I care for it.
Yes,
And that is why TATCHA is part of my ritual. All right, we're going to continue because I want everybody to understand you get all 4 elements here. It's a $481 value, and all of them work so well. I love that this is a collection that makes sense. This is a collection that you can easily use every day, and this is a collection that, as you can see here, really can change and improve your skin.
Yeah, if you look at her cheek, the way her texture just completely smooth. I mean, talking about that rice polish, which is so iconic, the under eye area, the eye cream that we're going to be talking about in just a moment.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's really, I love the Ageless cream so much. It does so much for the skin. You would never expect a moisturizer to just anchor such a ritual.
It's a $30 easy pay, and we can lock in the value for you if you're opting for auto delivery. Part of the sort of origin story of the ritual, it came from the skincare routine of the geisha.
Yes. So when we look to the Japanese women centuries ago, you know, geisha were the it women of their time during the Edo period. And traditionally, they would actually pass down their beauty secrets just through word of mouth. And it was never written down. However, in 1813, there was a historian that just kind of collected everything that was happening during that time, and he put it in a book. And because the geisha were the it girls of that time, he happened to just record what they were doing during that time.
Really?
So that's the only written account of all of their beauty secrets. And Vicky, our founder, sold her engagement ring, furniture, her car, everything to purchase
to acquire that book.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
It's
All right.
insane.
So we're going to watch Wendy do the ritual. So she's starting with the rice polish.
Starting
Walk
with
us
the rice
through.
polish, and you see that it's a foam. There's no grit, there's nothing that she is abrading on her skin. And 10 to 15 seconds is all it takes. However, you definitely want to massage it in for at least 10 to 15 seconds because it will make a difference. You might think you're not doing anything, but the minute you rinse it off with water, you're going to have the soft, just immediately softer skin. Your pore appearance is going to be more improved, the texture of your skin, the skin radiance, and that's after one use, and it just continues to get better with more uses.
Yeah, you see it immediately.
Yeah, and Wendy already has great skin, and the thing is, like, we're on a TSV, our models are doing this multiple times a day, and it's never hurting their skin, and I love that so much.
So now she's taking the Ageless Renewal face cream.
Yes, and this is, again, your favorite moisturizer, my favorite moisturizer, and I can almost guarantee if you've never tried this and you try it at home, it will become your favorite moisturizer as well. Like, that's how good it is. I go to bat for this cream all the time. And
I know.
It's just,
for me,
so
it's just
good.
that it's so moisturizing and hydrating without it feeling heavy. Or, I mean, I'm always amazed that my skin just is so soft. So she applied that all over, and you saw she didn't use a lot. A little bit goes a long way. Now she's taking the eye cream.
The eye cream, and you don't need to use the spoon. It doesn't come with a spoon, so you can just use your finger, retrieve just a little bit, dot it in the upper lids, the lower lids, and then you're just gonna massage it in. And because it's so emollient and it glides right on, you never need to really tug at your under eyes or over eyes, upper lids. And this acts as a typical brightener, so you can see what it's gonna do to your eyes in 7 days.
Can I tell you, there's so many people who are saying yes to this ritual.
Yes,
and I'm
so
excited for
good.
everybody who is. All right, so we saw her do, the rice polish, the Ageless face cream, and the eye cream. Talk to me about the before and afters we're looking at for the eyes.
So this is Miss Debbie. I'm seeing a lot of dry, fine lines underneath her eyes. I'm seeing that darkening that kind of takes place when we're tired, or maybe when we're not tired, but it's just the state of our skin now and our orbital bone.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Look at how much smoother.
She looks like she got tons of sleep, first of all, which
Yeah.
that may not even have been the case. And her under eyes are smooth.
Yeah. Hey, whoever's doing the slider there, because it's not us. Hang for just a second, because I want, this is important to understand, because my sister and I had this whole conversation about, your friend and mine, Leah, with the TATCHA team, because I am one who is notorious for, I don't have a lot of time, I don't want to do a lot of steps, do I really need? But when you look at you can see the lines beneath her eyes. You can see the texture beneath her eyes. Okay, now can our slider slide on over?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my
It's
goodness,
as
that's
if-
so exciting.
I know.
You see that?
It's as if really somebody just ironed it right out.
Yes.
That's why you want to use an eye cream. And it doesn't add a whole lot to your routine when you're using one that delivers results like TATCHA.
7
Tell us
days.
about this one.
So this is another, it's just a different angle, but you can really see a closer look at what her under eyes look like. I mean,
Yeah.
you can see the dryness and how it's getting pulled down and
Kind of
baggy.
crepey looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks a little bit looser. But the hydration that's added from the Ageless, all